roll. There we go. All right, everyone. Welcome to Beef Jerky Unlimited and the Beef Jerky Unlimited Truck Series. Here tonight, brought to you by Gray Fox. As always, we are ready to go. Worldwide Technology Raceway, otherwise known as Gateway, here in St. Louis. This should be a good little race here tonight. They recently redone this racetrack, so we're going to see what the redone Gateway feels like as these trucks are rolling through. Matt in the booth here. I do have a partner in crime up here with me tonight. She's taking a look at the YouTube side because we may or may not have a problem. I'm not quite sure. So we're trying to figure that out. Let's just say that. You got it? Is it working? Okay, it is working for my co-host slash tech support. Tech support as we get ready to go. Cars down pit road. I guess you call her Angel of Extreme Sim TV here tonight. She'll hover around and make sure everybody's okay as we get ready to go. Now everybody in the 5M server is going to wonder who the hell this Angel is. Well, we're going to get ready to go. Thank you guys for coming out. And again, this should be a heck of a race here as qualifying wrapping up. Unfortunately, I'm in as a driver, so we got a little bit of problem there with that. But other than that, we should be good. Again, they do not keep points here in this particular Wednesday night series through the summer. So no points to worry about. Folks, we're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back here in a moment. All right, guys, welcome to warm up here tonight as we are good to rock and roll for warm up here. Tim Lewis on the pole here tonight, fastest truck in town. Again, big update for iRacing here just over 24 hours ago. Messed with some stuff on my end even, so it'll be interesting to see how these drivers adapt for the next 90 minutes or 90 laps at Gateway to figure out what they need to do to go to victory lane. All right, ready to go here. By Brian, Tiffany there, Paul, right there as well, Gary, Chandler, and Tim all lined up ready to go. And I cannot see them due to the fact that I entered as a driver because that's the only way I could get in here at the moment due to iRacing. All right. So it's going to be Lewis and Rick, Christian, Ben, Bandit right here tonight with us. We got about 13, 14 trucks. And don't forget, I'll have a new brain. Oh, God, here I go using 5M terms again. I got to stop doing that. I'll have a new CPU in the computer here probably this Friday, so you'll see some stream changes starting probably Saturday ish. So keep that in mind. We're going to try 4K streaming coming up here over the weekend and see what happens. See if we can get this to work in 4K. Colton 4K, right? But right now, that Beef Jerky Unlimited machine on the racetrack, that is the 12, finishing up his laps. Just a little bit, got that fixed. And again, head over to beefjerkyunlimited.com for all your favorite flavors of beef jerky. Whether you like the garlic, the what is that? The Firehouse. We got all kinds of great beef jerky over there at Beef Jerky Unlimited. Get yours today. I know I got a pack that I eat every night, pretty much at this point. That's pretty much what I eat when I get up as well. Get me a shower, get some beef jerky, and get the day underway. And knock it down here. Onyx not with us tonight. She will rejoin the booth probably here for this week, next week. I'm actually communicating with her in DMs at the moment, trying to figure out which one she's going to do, which may be this one starting next week, apparently. Allegedly. Apparently that's what she wants. Okay, that works for me. Whatever works. So the Onyx will be back next week for Wednesday and Thursdays. So the show will center around Onyx, as it always does when Onyx is here. Because, you know, me. Anywho, we'll be right back in a moment. We'll be ready to go just in 1 second. Stay tuned here to Extreme Sim TV. All right, we're back here as we get ready to go in just a moment. Field, get ready to go to green. So we're going to go to green here in just one moment. The field is stacking up behind the iRacing pace car. And it's going to be interesting here. We still got the same pace truck. I thought we got a new one. But no, we don't, unfortunately. So ready to go. The 113 on the pole here tonight, ready to bring them down to green. Let's see if this will work where I can see a bit better. So it's the Bandit, it's Lewis, it's Paul Dillon, it's Ben Bushnell, Brian Tiffany, Vincent Short Chandler. There's the Sheepman, Tristan, Todd, Gary back here. Joe Bennell is lined up as well with Todd Atlas back here to tell the field, but it's Bandit that will lead this field to green for the start of this 90-lap affair. Coming to green. Field ready to rock. So will we go? Bandit and Tim, Paul, Brian Tiffany, Chandler Rourke right here. And here comes Christian Todd Wills, Gary Ragland, Rick Tillman, and Joe Burnell with time. Finally loaded in, telling Charlie I'm not here, which is why they're being held up, isn't it? Yep. Crap. Folks, I'll be right back. Let me fix something. I forgot about that. My bad, guys. That's my fault. My bad. My bad, bro. That's like a my bad, bro. Oh, I can't even hit ready to race because I don't have. My bad, bro. I know, Ben. It's like, what in the world? Why can't we just go? Well, yeah, it's because I'm registered as a driver, and because I don't have controls set up, I can't hit ready to race. There you go. I can't release them. There you go. That was the only way I could get in tonight. Sorry, guys. You're sitting there because of me. My bad. My bad, bro. I don't think my bad, bro works on everything, but we're going to try it tonight. All right, we're rolling. That's actually kind of funny. All right, field ready to go. Here I am holding up the process. That sounds about normal. Tim Lewis leading. So let's see what these beautiful truckers can do here tonight. See if Bandit can, again, our returning champion. See if he can go back to victory lane at Gateway. Can Bandit pull it off here? Bandit leading. Let's do it. Out of turn 4. Here we go. Bandit and Lewis front row. Paul Dillon right there lined up also. Ben Bushnell, Brian Tiffany ready to go. Pace car down pit road. We're ready to go to green. Through the Geico restart box. Bandit going to lead by a quarter truck now into turn 1. He is clear. Side by side behind him, Tiffany Vincent short. Wow. Lewis going to send it in a country mile around the top. The 8 will get clear. He's clear off of turn 2. Short will lead early on. Ben Bushnell there behind him. Vincent shortly in line as well. Big slide down into what would be turn 4 here tonight. Nice work. Off of turn 4, 2 by 2. That's 6th and 7th on the racetrack. Nice job. Vincent Short slid that truck into 1, now off of 2. He'll get clear. Tim Lewis still leading the Bando out front. Bandit trying to stay with him the best he can. So again, early on here tonight. Ben Bushnell, Vincent Short, Brian Tiffany, Chandler, Christian, and Rick. Todd Wills back there as well. Gary Ragland. There is Shep. There also Ragland 2 by 2. Now Todd gonna lead that little battle. Rick Tillman there a 2 by 2 also with Christian Noble. Noble gonna lose a spot right now. Down the back straight away once again. They're going to even it out. They reconfigured this racetrack not too long ago. A little bit of a pavement change. Tim Woods continuing to lead. Tim up front over the Bandit. Bandit hanging on. So now it's even the out. Now inside there's Rourke, Rick, Christian there also. Gary Ragland with Shep trying to close back in down a spot from where he started. Tim Lewis continuing to lead. Him continuing to lead over the bandit, over Ben, over Vincent, Brian Tiffany, Chandler Rourke, Rick Tillman, Christian Noble, Todd Wills, Gary Ragland. Him continuing to lead. Bandit right there behind him, trying to do what he can to close back in, but can't. Let's do a little bit of crank it up right real fast here. Back here again, working their way through. Brian Tiffany there with Rick Tillman hanging tight into sixth at the moment. Rick Tillman holding serve where he's at. Tim Lewis continuing to lead. Rick, Christian, Chandler, Todd, Gary. There's Paul Dillon, just a couple of car lengths now, closing that gap down into the corner, and big pass here. Nice work. Tim Lewis continuing to pull away mid-pack. The battling still going on. Right, a bit of battling mid-pack. Now Lewis continuing to lead. Lewis pulling the truck by about 5, now 6 car lengths out in front. Gary and Joe right there as well. Paul Dillon, Joe Burnell, Tom Atlas in line also. Kept falling back to 14th right now. Tim Lewis now the gap out front now in front of your champion from last season. Just a couple of truck lengths. Everybody else starting to get into a rhythm here early. Just 10 laps in to the 90 lap affair here. Don't forget everybody, Onyx's GoFundMe link in the description below if you want to help out with that. I'm going to post her GoFundMe here in the description here in just a little bit. I'm sure she'll talk about it more when she gets back on air next week, but her GoFundMe is pinned in every Extreme Sim TV show. Trying to help this girl out a little bit with a surgery. I know we're getting there. She needs some more help, but we're getting there slowly. It's a grind. It's like a video game. They're grinding. Dylan right there. And we'll take a look here. Let's hop on board with Dylan and listen in. I'll shut my big mouth and we listen in to his throttle control here for just a moment. Just listen in as he goes in the corner. Back at it once again here. Field continuing to roll to the bottom of the racetrack, continuing to hang on. We got a little bit of packet loss here, so hold on, folks. Internet's trying to internet itself. It'll fix itself momentarily. Still on board with Paul Dillon. You know how the internet do. It does its thing every once in a while as we're 14 laps into this 90 lap affair. Joe. Right now, Christian holding serve. Tim Lewis continuing to lead over Bandit nose to tail and at one another. A nice job fighting hard. 1 and 2 starting to come back together. Look how tight those two are. Nice racing. Nice job, one in behind the other. Tim Lewis, Bandit Bushnell holding serve. Brian Tiffany in the line. Nice job by Brian Tiffany fighting back. Nice work, nose to tail. So again, who makes the move here and who pulls it off here later in the run to save enough tire to get there? You see Bandit falling back a little bit, but Bandit normally the guy that has those tire savings beyond everyone else. Nice work. Ben Bushnell, Vincent Short, Brian Tiffany. And single file. Now, how hard is it to keep these trucks nice and easily around this racetrack without making a mistake here at some point? That's the hardest thing you can do, is just to be smooth on the throttle. Right now, Lewis over Bandit. Now, Vincent Short, Brian Tiffany, Rick. Lewis continuing to lead at the moment, just staying steady right now. So right now, everybody doing a decent job, just staying calm. So right now, Tim Lewis continuing to lead. Bandit behind it right now. Nice work here as Lewis right there, Ben Bushnell, Vincent Short, Brian Tiffany in line. So single file at the moment. Todd, Paul Dillon, Christian, Lewis out. Bandit. So right now, Tim, Bandit, Ben holding serve. And what a job. Lewis over Bandit. Hillman, Todd, Rick, Brian. Again, it's just 23 laps into this race right now that we're seeing them spread apart like this, but it's Tim Lewis and a Bandit holding serve top two. Tim there. Nice job. Bandit. Bandit. Gonna roll to the back bumper. Bandit trying to get alongside. Can't get there. Tim and Bandit 1 and 2. Vincent short. Brian, Rick, Todd, Paul, Christian, Joe, Ragland, Tom, and Chandler, your top 13. So that's the way we set Bandit rolling in line, trying to stay with him here. Everybody else, even behind them. We're going to do one more listen in here with some of these trucks here for just a moment. All right, back here as they continue to roll right now. Field rolling through. Trying to pick something up here as we, again, this run continues with 60 laps to go here tonight. So it'll be 60 to go here. And we should be getting pit stops around, I would say, like 50, 55, somewhere in there. They should be coming to pit road. Vincent. Right there in the line. Bandit, Bushnell. Ryan, Tiffany right there as well. Rick Tillman. Wills. Paul. Christian back there also. Tim Lewis continuing to lead. Nice job holding serve is Tim. Tim Lewis over Bandit, over Ben, over Vincent, over Brian Tiffany. Paul Dillon, Todd Wills right there. Christian Will was going to fall back a spot. Dillon trying to pick it up. So Vincent Short continuing to run in fourth right now. Vincent Short really fighting up inside the top four with Bandit in second. So again, Lewis starting to open that gap up little by little. Brian Tiffany, Rick Tillman. Look at Tillman down pit road. And again, Lewis. So again, Lewis continuing to dominate right now. Brian Tiffany going to take 5 tires on fuel right here. So down pit road he goes. 4 tires fuel for that truck. And short down pit road. Tim Lewis there as well. So it's Tim Lewis leading. Bandit in second. Bandit's just a couple of car lengths back. Nice job. Tim Lewis continuing to pull away. So Lewis doing a great job continuing to pull away. Lewis really pulling away from Bandit, doing a great job right now. Vincent short. Now, as they work, it's Lewis trying to keep his distance with Bandit. So again, can Bandit fight back here, or is he kind of in a spot right now? Yo. Bandit, Ben, Vincent, Paul, Todd, Christian up to 7th. Joe, Tom Atlas right there in line also. So again, so far so good for the most of the field here. 37 laps in, with Tim Lewis continuing to lead. Tim Lewis over everyone else. Nice job. So right here, Tim Lewis continuing to hang on. Let's do one more crank it up on board with Lewis for just a moment. Let's see what we got going on, see if we got any more lifting, what the deal is. All right, continuing to roll. Tim Lewis over Bandit over Vincent. Todd Lewis continuing to lead the Bandit right now, nose to tail. Again, right now, Tim Lewis continuing to charge. At the moment, 41 complete. This is a great race so far tonight. We're nearly halfway through this thing, and it has just been a smooth ride all the way through so far. No big issues, no problems, no nothing like that has arose in this race so far tonight. Which is crazy to me that if they're able to come to a short track like this and keep the truck as calm as they can. Ben Bushnell continuing to serve right there in second. There is Lewis out front, everyone else behind him. Now Bushnell going to drive it down pit road. Vincent short there as well. So again, Bandit, Vincent short. Paul right there in the line. Todd there also. So again, everybody's single file right now, trying to hang on, trying to do what they can. Try to fight as hard as possible. Bandit out front. And if the angel above could take a look and see if the stream looks okay. The angel, okay. Cool beans. Todd Wills there as well. So far, so good. More cars to pit road. Vincent short out front. Vincent short. Out front. Paul Dillon in second. Christian in third. Chandler Rourke in fourth. Tim Lewis in fifth. Ben Bushnell in sixth. Rick Tillman in seventh. Ryan Bandit there as well. Nice job. So Bandit gonna make that stop and clear off. Nice job by Bandit. Okay, I got Angel here that's gonna make me laugh here in a minute. Yep, I got this. Paul Dillon out front. Vincent short. Christian there down the back front straightaway. Christian, nice job. So as they work their way through this pit stop, man, this is going to be very interesting to how this turns out tonight. 48, what's that now? 48 on the board of 50 here. Coming to 40 to go. Christian down for a tire stop. Paul Dillon continuing to lead. That is a setup for a really good run here. So nice work. So again, what do you do here? As the field works their way through. Nice job. So that's the way we sat right now. Man, what a battle. The field working their way through. So right now, field nice and tight. Paul, Tim, right in second. Ben. Cannot believe I'm listening to that while I'm broadcasting. Rick Hill right there. Hillman right to the bottom. Oh, Dylan, nice job. Lewis. Ben Bush now at Bandit right there in the line also. We'll be right back in the booth here in a moment. Man, nice work, Dylan. Continuing to lead. Paul Dylan continuing to lead right now. Nice job by Paul. Take a look at Tim right there in second. So right now they are holding serve. Paul Dylan continuing to lead with Tim Lewis. So right now, everybody nice and job. Just rolling the bottom. Nice work. You cannot. I'll fix that. Everybody single file. Nice job. Nice work. Tim Lewis hanging on. Paul Dillon continuing to lead. Tim Lewis, Ben Bush now right there as well. So again, everybody nice, slowly working their way through this race here tonight. Again, Paul out front, continuing to lead. So man, what a job. Here we go, Dylan down pit road. He'll be 4 tires and fuel. So tires and fuel. Tim Lewis right there, right forward. Paul Dillon down pit road. So again, you see Paul Dillon down. Vincent. Tim Lewis out front. Lewis continuing to lead. Lewis out in front and rolling. Ben Bushnell continuing to hang tight. Bandit there as well. Brian Tiffany. Christian right there as well. Nice job rolling up the middle lane right now. Nice work. So right now, let's listen in now. We've got tires a little bit. These trucks should be a little bit up on the chip, just a little bit. All right, nice job. Right now, Tim Lewis continuing to lead with Ben Bushnell just a little bit further back. Nice work here as they work their way down through what would be 1 and 2 yet again with a lead right now going to that 26 machine. Nice job. Lewis, Bushnell, Bandit in line. Being short right there as well. Nice job, Tim Lewis. Continuing to lead. Tim Lewis hanging tight. Bandit there to third. Vincent right there as well. Tiffany. Willis there also with Paul trying to chase him down, trying to get alongside. Can't get there right now. Todd Willis up top. Christian there with Tom Atlas in ninth. So we can take a look at Tim Lewis continuing to hold over at Ben Bushnell, Bandit there as well. Vincent Short, Paul Dillon inside the top five. Todd Willis. Oh, take a look at that truck a little bit free there. Hangs on to it. Nice driving to keep that truck straight. Tim Lewis. Tim Lewis continuing to lead. Lewis continuing to lead with Bushnell behind him. Tim Lewis continuing to lead with Bushnell. Vincent Short there as well. Up to fourth. Tim Lewis continuing to lead. So 64 on the board. Here 35 to go tonight with Lewis over Bushnell. Your top two. Tim Lewis continuing to lead. Tim Lewis. Nice work. Lewis continuing to lead. So again, those single file back out. Man, what a battle. Nice flight for the field. Lewis continuing to lead. Bandit to third. Bandit trying to come forward now alongside. Nice job. And clear. Tim Lewis continuing to lead right now. Nice job, Bandit now to third. Tim, Ben, Bandit. Vincent Short. Paul Dillon. Nice work, Paul, up in the fifth. Bandit. Him. Now, what do you do if you're Tim Lewis? Nice work right now. So Lewis hanging on with 21 laps to go with Ben Bushnell right there as well. So Bushnell holding serve. So Bushnell to second right now, trying to close back in. Man, what a battle we're seeing on the racetrack right now. There we go. Everybody continuing to hold serve right now. Ben Bushnell now 20 laps trying to get to Tim Lewis. Can't do it right now. Nice job, Tim. Continuing to lead. Nice job. Him. Bandit. Top three. So again, right now they work their way down, and you see Lewis continuing to hang tight in front of Bushnell. Paul back there as well. Nice job, Lewis continuing to lead. Nice work. So it's nice and smooth right now. It's going to be Lewis continuing to lead. Man, oh man, this is going to be a battle to the end. And again, with 16 laps to go, can we get another battle for the lead? Ben right there in line. So, and again, Lewis continuing to lead. Nice job, Lewis continuing to lead. So right now it's coming to 14 to go. The gap out front not closing between Lewis and Bushnell. Now, can that gap change with 13 to go? Nice job. Nice work as they roll through. Nice work. It's Tim continuing to lead. 13 to go. So right now we'll go single file. Tim Lewis and Ben Bushnell. Bushnell, Bandit, Vincent. He went to hold serve. Tim Lewis. So again, Tim Lewis sitting there out front, continuing to manage the race lead. And again, it's Tim Lewis continuing to lead right now. Nice work by Lewis. Lewis continuing to lead. It'll be 11 to go. Bushnell. Lewis continuing to lead. Lewis continuing to lead. So again, it's Tim Lewis continuing to lead over the field. Ten laps to go. Lewis continuing to lead. Lewis out front, pulling away. Tim Lewis continuing to lead. Lewis now trying to hold him at bay. Bandit. Bushnell. Tim Lewis continuing to dominate. Now, what can you do here with what will be 8 laps to go? Lewis and Ben Bushnell right there, closing the gap. This is going to be a battle to the end with 7 to go. Bushnell way high into 3 and 4. A little bit of contact there. They keep it going now. Nice job. 7 laps to go. Bandit up to 3rd. Bandit up to P3. Nice job, Tim continuing to lead. Nice job, Lewis out front, continuing to lead. Lewis continuing to dominate. Five to go. So again, so far so good. Nice work. So as we run right now, all right, field nice and easy. What can you do with Tim Lewis over Bushnell now, who is closing but can't get there? What do you do here? 4 to go. Nice work. Nice job. All right, working through. 4 to go. Now. Nice work, Tim Lewis. Nice work with Lewis out front. Lewis over Ben. Three to go. Man, what a battle. Coming to 2 to go. Man, what a battle. 2 laps to go. Bushnell is there. Coming to 1 to go. So coming to the white flag. Coming to 1 lap to go. Lewis leads. Nice job, 1 to go. One to go. Bushnell trying to get there, can't do it. Bushnell trying his best. Nice job, Lewis. Ooh, continuing to lead. So again, Tim out front. Checkered flag and Lewis over Bushnell. Checkered flag right there. Ben to second. Nice job, Tim Lewis will win this one, folks. We're going to go do interviews. We'll be right back. Nice job, checkered flag. So there we go. It's Tim Lewis going to victory lane here tonight. All right, let's talk to him. Hey, Tim, it's Matt in the booth. You got a copy, buddy. You got me there, Tim? All right, let me make sure everybody at home can hear you. Give me just a second. Nice work here tonight, buddy.
I think that's one of the hardest races I ever ran.
What made it so hard for you, man?
It was just so sketchy. I mean, you couldn't really make any mistakes at all. I was shifting. I don't know if everyone was, but I was shifting in 1 and 2, and really loose. Had to put the egg under the foot coming out of there or get loose. But I was doing good there. But then I just had pressure all night long. It's from Bandit early on, and then there at the end is Ben, and just I didn't have any idea that we would run caution free tonight and that I would win. And it's like a big surprise for me. Like then I started getting more towards the end. It's like, man, I might be able to win this thing. So I just kept at it. This old man's wore out.
Old man's wore out, huh?
Yeah, I was got sweat in my eyes and everything else. Of course, I've got a VR on, so I couldn't get that out. And I was struggling that last 10 laps.
Oh, man, you did an epic job, man.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate Tommy D, Beef Jerky Unlimited. Everybody go to beefjerkyunlimited.com. Check that out. Thank you, Matt. Sim Extreme TV, Gray Fox Racing, Alton, Bandit, all the guys, especially everybody that shows up. I really appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Sir. I appreciate you guys, man. Good work tonight, Tim. Right.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Let's talk to Mr. Bushnell. Hey, Bushnell, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
It's P2 on the racetrack here tonight, bud.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race, man. Like, I had to fight and reel him in, and then we kind of got into some lappers and stuff and kind of slowed him up, gave me a chance, and it really crossed my mind that I was going to rough him up a little bit, but I played it nice, and it was a good race, man. Tim deserved it. He did awesome.
Well, man, it was fun to watch.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, man, congratulations. Great work here tonight. I know you didn't get the win, but you came close.
Yep, it's about as close as you can get without getting it. I'll take P2. It was a long, hard race, so super fun. Glad to get second. Thanks to Gray Fox Racing and, you for streaming. Awesome. Beef Jerky Unlimited. My dad watching at home. My wife for letting me do this. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Did Bandit jump out of here? Where's Bandit? I think Bandit jumped out, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he had to jam.
All right, let's see if Bandit's around. Nevertheless, what a night here tonight. Great race here tonight. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. What a night it was. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you soon.